YilongTattooing.com has brought us another magical pen. This is the F6. It's a 3.5 millimeter stroke that's under $200. If you notice, it has a tiny little battery and a pretty good size grip. I wanted to check it out right here on the Floaty channel. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Let's do it. Okay, let's open up the F6 box and see what Yilong has sent us. All right, we got a green one. And it looks like they did send us the 2 battery kit. There's a slight price difference between the 2 battery kit and the 1 battery kit. It's only about $20. But the 2 battery kit is a $200 kit and the 1 battery is $180. Of course, we have a connection here, USB to USB-C, and our 2 batteries. One is on, and here's the other one here. Just gonna put this one aside. So the first thing I'm noticing right away in the F6 is they have definitely put a nice heavy grip on it. It's probably meant to be a good liner that should also help steady the needle. I'm seeing the size of the grip is also substantial, so definitely nice, especially for those users that might have larger hands. So yeah, it looks like the F6 has this nice green band around the middle, and you can see this big grip here. Can you tell how big that is from the camera? The battery is smaller than the grip, which is really nice. The battery seems to be very lightweight. Looks like it pops right off there. It's very easy to put back together, but it doesn't slip out too easily either, which I like. There's the sound of the needle depth, not too clicky. It's muffled. And the grip is a really nice size. It's very heavy, which I like. Might be a good liner. Here's the battery. The interface is actually pretty cool. It's got some cool effects there. Oop, flip it over. Dirt. Okay, so it does come in hertz and volts, so that's interesting. So there's the voltages. Looks like it's jumping. See how that works. So now that it's on, it's going in 0.1 increments. Probably have some presets here as well. When it's off, yep, so when it's on, we have the 0.1. When it's off, you can see the voltages jump, so we have some presets there, which is nice. Looks like 1, 2, 3 presets. And there's a hertz there. Can you guys see that? Go. So there's the voltage. And as I go up, you can see the hertz also going up. So that's the battery. Very nice interface here. Really big screen. I love that. Very nice light battery too. And very cool that they gave me 2. Thank you guys. So that is the $200 kit there. And I'm really excited to try this thing out on the silicone. So let's give it a whirl. All right, we have a 3-round liner, 9-round liner, 9-round shader, and a 15 curve mag. No special brands here. Just gonna pop the first one on, make sure random brands fit into this machine. So we have a few different ones. So my first one is fitting no problem. Getting the battery on. I'll let you guys watch that fancy part. Sounds good when I start it up, so I like that. I'm at 10 volts, pretty high up there. I'm gonna start at 7.5 volts. Pretty comfortable, but I think I'd be more comfortable with some grip on it. So hold on one second. All right, there is the 3-round liner, and I now have this comfy grip on here. It is the biggest grip that I have that can fit over top of this machine, so the grip is definitely one of the largest that I've used. Alright, so again I'm at 7.5 volts. There's no stroke length to mess with on this machine. It's just a regular machine. So I'm going to do my next line at 8 volts. Definitely feels really stable with that larger grip. So it is getting in better at 8 volts. It is a 3.5 millimeter stroke, not the highest number, so it might need a little more punch to get it. It makes sense that 8 volts would get it in a little bit better at that speed as well. So that looks good. Let's just play around at 8 volts now that we know the desired voltage for the 3-round liner on the F6. Yeah, I feel like I was able to line quickly and well with this machine, with the 3-round liner. Very nice. I'm just going to try some whip shading. For whip shading, you generally want to be lower than that. That's at a 7. Very, very little vibration on this machine. Almost barely feel the vibration. It's really low. Show you a little bit here underneath. That's a 7, this is a 6.7 here. I think it looks good. 6.7 seems to be the desired look that I'm going for at the rate of my hand. You can see nice evenly spaced dots. You can see very clear dots, and you can see that the rhythm of them looks pretty consistent, so I like that. So not bad. It is a 3.5 millimeter. You won't be able to go up from there. It'll be locked in kind of at this appearance, but it definitely would make for a good whip shading tool. I whip shade a little bit more up here in that area. I could do a little bit more because it's so fun, but I'm really liking how it's working for that. Cool, so I'm able to spread the dots out a little more just by going a little faster. So very nice. I think it'll be fine for dot shading. So moving on to a bigger needle, let's check out this 9-round liner. All right, I have the 9-round liner on the machine. It fit just fine, no problem. There it is at 8 volts. It has really good control for the 9-round liner, being a larger needle. I didn't feel too much of a difference between that and the 3 in the way that it just handles. So that's very nice. Because of that bigger grip, I think it does help drive the 9-round liner in the silicone a little bit more. My lines look straight and consistent. I mean, they're curves, but they look like nice, steady curves. I like the way the line quality is looking. Yeah, clean. I went up to 8.2 volts, but 8 is fine as well. Just depends on your hand speed. Anywhere in there. It's not that specific. Maybe not on the silicone. Always remember, skin is going to be different than demonstrations on silicone. Let's try those straight lines now. Beautiful. So no problem with that 3.5 millimeter. We're still driving in that 9-round liner, and we're able to draw and enjoy tattooing at a comfortable pace while still seeing good line weights and saturation. All right, let's try the 9-round shader, a little different needle orientation. All right, here's the 9-round shader. Let's see if it fits. Yep, no problem. Sounds nice and quiet. 8 volts. Maybe a little higher. Feeling great there at 8.2. This is 7 volts. Very nice. So it handles really well, very nice straight lines, especially for a round shader. They can be a little tricky to line with, so to have that heavier grip does mean a lot. So it is a big deal that this F6 is driving it in well, and I think part of that is the heavier grip, given the fact that it is the 3.5 millimeter stroke. That would make it a better all-rounder as well. So I'm excited to see how it shades. I did some black packing here, some circles, and it went in really, really fast and beautifully at 7 volts. Okay, I'm excited to try the mag. Let's get that going. Okay, yet another brand, and the cartridge is fitting great. This is a 12 curve mag. The Needle depth dialed in there. All right, let's try 7. 6.7. 7 felt a little better as far as getting in. Yeah, so just a mild change there in voltage. You can see quite a bit of visual difference. So that's 7 to 6.7 volts. You can see that it lightens up pretty fast. Let's try 6.9. Okay, so we have 7, 6.9, and then 6.7 volts over here. You can see a shift in the darkness of the area. So we have lighter to medium to darker. I just like how consistent it looks at 7 volts here. So that's my happiest voltage for this particular shader. So I'm back at 7 volts now. That heavy grip really makes good control for the shading too. Sometimes there's a concern that a heavy grip could make it too heavy for shading, but it actually feels really good. The 7 volt shading here, this gradient that I've created was no problem at all on the silicone. I didn't feel like it was too heavy hitting because it is 3.5 millimeter stroke. It is going to be ideal for shading, but because of that heavier grip, I do feel like it is lining beautifully as well. The motor is strong enough to where it's driving the needle in. Let me try this mag on its side just to play around as well, but I'm really happy with this performance. So kind of the same story here for the mag in the higher voltages on its side. I'm seeing really nice dark crisp lines here, and I think what's helping so much is the weight of this grip, helping to drive it in and keep that stability while still maintaining that 3.5 millimeter stroke. I'm just at 8 volts and I'm getting a nice crisp line, so I'm very pleased with that. All right, now that I've shown you all these amazing features of the F6, I want to let you know you can get 15% off on YilongTattooing.com with code FLOATY. Just use our link in the description below. I think you'll be very happy with the F6. It's a 3.5 millimeter stroke with a very small battery and a nice heavy grip. I think it's a great all-arounder, good liner and shader. You can get all that for under $200. That's pretty great. So don't forget, use our link in the description below. Thanks, guys. Don't forget, smash that like button and subscribe.
Thank you. Bye.